We are working to put money back in your pocket today. Grocery prices, of course, increasing. You're noticing them at the grocery store every single day, forcing a lot of you to make some changes. Matt, you've been working on this really hard. You've asked viewers to share what their concerns are, what their frustrations, and also what they're doing to try to save a little bit of money.
Yeah, honey, I've read dozens of comments and talked to so many people about the rising costs at the grocery stores. And so right now, to put this all in perspective, since the pandemic, by most estimates, grocery prices have gone up about 22%. And according to the January 2025 food price outlook from the USDA, the food purchased at grocery stores saw an increase of 0.1% from November of 24 to December of 24. But the increase year to year was nearly 2% higher. Now, I want to show you a breakdown of where Floridians are actually getting some of their groceries. These numbers actually come from a few years ago, and they look at Florida's market share by dollars spent. Publix, of course, no surprise, the overwhelming favorite, followed by Walmart, Target, and Winn-Dixie. And then if you look in 2024, the number of stores in the state, and this is only factors in supermarkets, Publix leads with nearly 900 stores. That's more than double their next competitor, which is Winn-Dixie. Now, I reached out to Publix, Aldi's, Winn-Dixie, and Walmart for interviews and comments about the rising costs. Walmart was the only one to send me a statement, and it reads, in part, "We advocate for lower prices on behalf of our customers by operating under an everyday low-cost model to remove costs and increase efficiencies within Walmart and with our suppliers so we can pass on the savings to customers." Today, we asked you for your questions, and Rebecca Zimmerman Maloney answered back. She asked, why are prices not decreasing? I'm joined right now today by Brian Strow from Palm Beach Atlantic University, Jamie Kendall, the CEO of the Palm Beach County Food Bank. Jamie, I want to start with you before we talk about, if prices are coming down, because you're seeing the full effect of what it means for prices going up and the pressure it's putting even on the food bank, right?
Absolutely. We hear from the clients that we serve, from the agencies that we work with, about the growing need in our community for those that are facing food insecurity. And the rising price of groceries is obviously one of the most leading ways that we know that people are really struggling. We all see it. We all go to the grocery store. We're seeing that increase. We go in thinking we're spending $30, $40 just running in for a few items, and $60, $70 later, we're coming out scratching our heads. So imagine being a family on a limited income. It's reaping havoc.
Brian, when we talked, we were just kind of getting into this point during our last segment about prices not decreasing. And it's kind of like a general rule, I guess, in retail business, right? If once you start charging a higher price, it's really almost impossible to go back, right?
It certainly is. As my father would like to point out, he used to go to the movie theater, get a bucket of popcorn, a hot dog, and a soda all for a nickel. Well, no, I'm not expecting to get it for a nickel anymore. When prices go up, they tend to stay up. So we had this massive inflation that you noted between 2019 and 2024 in food prices. This last year was a little lighter. It was still 2%, but that's 2% on top of the 22% that you mentioned. So it is cumulative. We're not going to be expecting food prices to come down anytime soon.
Yeah, and I guess the best we can hope for is leveling, and we're not even seeing that. Some projections have it about 2 to 3%, which is keeping up with inflation right now, slowing at about 2 to 3%.